Portland Safe Routes to School currently serves over 80 schools and 35,000 students. We've had a lot of success at encouraging people to walk and bike to school. Matter of fact, in Portland right now, 10% of kids bicycle to school. That's compared to 1% nationally. And 32% walk to school, and that's compared to 11% nationally. We're really proud that since 2006, we've had about a 25% increase in the amount of kids walking and biking to school in Portland.
We have 4 children who are very small, and we really want to raise them in an active lifestyle. So Portland offers the opportunity to bike and walk in so many different places and ways, and it's supported by families in the communities.
We've found that we really enjoy walking to school. It gives us a little more time together and in fresh air.
We purposely picked a house that was 7 blocks from school because that was something that was important to us, was walking or biking to school with the kids.
It sets the day right, especially if we're having a crazy hectic morning. Biking to school is a way to turn those frowns upside down.
Biking and walking to school is something that we heavily support. We're in over 80 elementary schools. That's almost all of them in the entire city. We do programs for 2nd graders and 5th graders around pedestrian safety and bicycle safety. We do amazing placemaking in communities and installing art in communities, and it just is part of making an outdoor living space. It lets people become actively engaged in the right-of-way and allows it to become personal to them.
You know, we have a great neighborhood Greenway network that provides for low traffic, low speed streets. And so often they're both on their own bikes, and it just makes riding comfortable, convenient, and safe.
Neighborhood Greenways are a physical manifestation of Safe Routes to School. We make sure that we're building a network that's slow, with easy crossings and easy to follow. In Portland, we now have 65 miles of 20-mile-an-hour streets that are serving schools, and one of the big reasons that in Portland we have so many kids walking and biking to school. We used a lot of islands to help people get across busy streets, curb extensions to shorten the amount of crossing distance, and to make sure that pedestrians can see and be seen as they're getting ready to cross. We also built a lot of green features to manage stormwater in a sustainable fashion. We've gone so far in our network now that we've turned a street into a park, another street into a multi-use path that connects a school and a playground, and doing everything we can to really think about the public space in Portland's residential neighborhoods as being about more than just moving people around.
Good morning. Morning. Well, we love riding. We live really close to school, so we're either biking or walking.
The bike train's become sort of a tradition at Sabin that was handed off to me last year by the former bike train conductor. I feel like even hanging out on the corner at 20th and Going, they see in 5 minutes probably 50 cyclists ride by. So it just becomes part of their consciousness that one of the ways you get places is on your bike, and they show up to school, they lock up, they turn off their lights, and it shows them how to be responsible.
We try and work on a little bit of skills along the way about calling when there's cars in front, cars in back, making sure we're stopping at the stop signs.
You did a good job, Arthur. You got shoes, socks, backpack.
So the part I like about walking over biking, since we're so close, is it does give us a chance to get the blood going and get ready for a day and chat. When we're biking, it's so fast that it's over, and I think actually the kids are a little bit perkier when they get to school.
That's how you usually sit.
Getting ready in the morning is probably the trickiest part of it. We've got, the breakfast, the getting dressed and all that. Getting geared up a little bit adds definitely another 10 or 15 minutes to it. But to be able to get a little bit of fresh air before we're here makes all the difference in the day. So much so that I'm willing to carry the 120 odd pounds of kids down the hill on the back of the extra cycle. It's well worth it.
The kids love it. They are so excited being able to ride on the city's greenways and give them the opportunity to use that kind of space in a really safe environment, allowed them to learn how to ride a bike without training wheels, which is amazing.
So in Portland, school police train 5th graders to be safety patrol. They learn how to make it so that they're seen with their bright vests and flags, and help kids that are arriving to school with their families safely cross the street.
The vast majority of our student population walks and bikes to class and to school, and it's a great thing because for us, it's just more activity for them. After school, being able to walk home, and some of them up to 1.5 miles, it's a good activity to and from school. Helps keep them engaged and active in school. A lot of times if you see kids get dropped off, they're kind of like, and kids that walk to school, they've already started the motor, so they come to school and tend to be pretty ready to learn.
First started coming to this school, Llewellyn Elementary, there was one set of bike racks in the back, and it has since grown to so many more bike racks, another section of bike racks in the back and bike racks in the front, but you still see people locking their bikes to poles, putting them under stairwells. It's just bikes everywhere.
There's other dads, we don't have kids in the same grade, but we work downtown, so it's nice to be able to ride, and I've met people that I wouldn't have met otherwise. We have kids at the same school, so it's a nice way to meet other people.
Part of the Portland value and culture in the community here is that we really want to capture kids when they're young, so it becomes a part of their lifestyle as they grow up, and it really adds to the culture and social fabric that you see in Portland.
It's much better than when we have to pile into the car. Everyone's real grumpy, nobody wants to put their seatbelt on, and we're usually late.
Do you think that's funny?